Okay. All right. You ready? Where? What the? She disappeared.
Let me throw it back in. Now, in the meantime, oh, let me just throw this in.
Hold on. Put her back in before, because I don't know what just happened. Or come off live and then put her back in. Oh, there she is.
Oh,
Hey.
My bad, guys.
Welcome back. It's like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm like, what? It's like power outage in the 6 or something. All right, yo, Nerd Z, is you ready?
I'm ready now. Yes.
All right, Del Pesh, is you ready?
oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, I guess. Okay.
Sorry,
We're
everybody.
okay.
You know, things are just real life just kicks in. Okay. Um, in a world where today is the day I found out in your Spotify settings, you can change the quality of your music from normal to high to hear more things in the music. This is The Vent. I'm your host, Jay Hunterville. We got the Nerd Z here.
Hey.
And we got Del Pesh here.
What's going on? You just found that out today. There's a high quality. You know, I found
Basic,
that out today. Actually, never mind. Carry
basically,
on. Carry on.
basically, because I was like on Spotify and I'm like, you know what? I've heard it. I had like 2 albums, one that I actually downloaded and one I actually streamed. And I'm like, it sounds different. So I looked at my settings and it said that, oh, it was on normal. But obviously, if you have it in high, it takes more space. But I like quality in my music. So I tried the thing. And now I have to download all like 2,000, 3,000 of my songs back.
This guy said 2,000 songs. Jeez. But
Yeah.
But that's nothing, don't you think?
not gonna lie. I got
No,
5.8 thousand. So songs. Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. So it wasn't,
So
yeah.
I feel like that's
Yeah.
the one feature I don't like about Spotify. That in order for you to get your music to carry with you, you have to download everything that you have. It's like,
What I don't like is how basically I remember, like, you know how certain features they had the all songs feature, so it has all your
mm-hmm,
songs.
mm-hmm,
Every song you like, it'll be all on this one list. Even from the album, it would have the whole
mm-hmm.
album on the timeline. I don't like it. Doesn't have that anymore. It just has like songs, and then it's individually the songs you like.
Oh
And I'm like,
yes.
give me all songs so I can shuffle my all songs.
Mm,
Okay, I want to hear Kurt Franklin in one track. And then I want to hear Vibes Cartel on the other track. I like
yeah,
variety.
yes.
Okay, give me variety.
I never used to like shuffle for some reason, but after a while I got lazy. You know, laziness. After a while, shuffle can go on because sometimes a shuffle will have a nice like
Nice
bop to
shuffle.
a nice shuffle. As you're like, yo, this is dope. Right.
Sometimes I feel like the shuffle is reading my mind.
Yo, okay, yo, that is,
I,
yo.
I'll be playing it's like, this is exactly what I thought to play. You know, and it works. So
Shout out to the AI.
I know,
Right? Oh no.
I know that's where you guys are beneficial AI. Thank you. But how are you guys doing this week? How are you guys doing?
Good. You know what? Actually, mixed feelings. To be very honest, mixed feelings.
Why
Um,
mixed?
why mixed? I mean, really happy and grateful, and very appreciative. I've had a lot of interpersonal conversations, so a lot of enlightenment. Yes, me and my words today. But over the week, it was my mom's birthday, so I actually came from
Happy
Timmins to
birthday.
surprise her. Yeah,
Mhm.
and
Oh, okay, cool.
so it was one of those things where it's like, okay, since I moved out, I've been super grateful of my mom and very appreciative of everything she has done. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like you've done a lot. Like, and now having to adult and take on certain things is just like, oh wow,
Mm,
like this is crazy.
you're getting that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
a
get that.
lot
You
of
learn that when you move out, though. Like when you're
yeah,
out for a bit and you come back, because it's less argument. Like for some reason, it's like they're happy to see you. You're happy to see them.
yes,
You know, it's
yeah,
peaceful. It's peaceful. You guys should
yes,
actually go back and live together. Like, you know what?
yes.
I should have stayed here. If you were like, whole time I would have stayed type thing, you know?
Yeah, facts. Very true. So that a lot of like like good um good feelings and everything, good vibes and everything from that. The other side of it is being that I live by myself, or not that I live with in a shared space. Living with a roommate is the other side of the fence where it's like, okay, we definitely have two different ways of living. And it's like, it's not your family. So you can't really say anything. You're not really like, they don't know your backstory. They haven't seen you grown or anything like that. So when you're confronting people and you're having to deal with whatever it is their normalcies are, it's kind of like, bruh, how did you just even seeing somebody and you're like, how did you get to be here? Why is this normal? Why do you think this is acceptable?
Oh, so you don't flush.
Like
Oh, so
these
you don't wash
habits,
your plates behind you. Oh,
Let them
okay.
pile up and everything.
right? So it's like
Oh, so you don't lock the door before it behind you. Oh, okay.
little things, just the little things. So managing my emotions with that and like having to deal with somebody else's habits, and especially when they are so contrary to yours. I joke all the time and I say, I'm OCD, but
Mm.
everything needs to be in alignment, like as well as just orderly. Like, I kind of keep that message of like cleanliness is close to godliness. So it's like if that is how it is, and I come and I see somebody and it's like complete opposite. Yo, it's my space. This is my shared space. But the fact that my side of the wall looks empty, and then the other side, and I have to deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
Shared spaces. So yes, it's been up and down emotionally, where it's like, I love my mom. I miss her so much. I love my house. I miss it so much. You guys, I could tolerate you. Other people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's it. Wusa. That's it.
Nice. Dalpesh, how you been?
Hey man, can't complain. I mean, I think a lot of people. I guess I'm kind of blessed to be working somewhat, so be able to save because a lot of people ain't lucky out here. They're getting their thing caught up, man. They're telling you to stay home for 3 weeks straight, come in once a week. Like the hours are getting mushed up. Like you see, James is shaking his head like,
That sonority list is rude sometimes.
yo, like it's no joke, right?
It's like I just got hired. Well,
Yeah,
we gotta give it to the people.
anybody that just got hired, man, feel sorry for you, man. It's rough out here.
That's rough.
They're saying there might be a total collapse, chaos around November. So
Because maybe they're gonna hire a bunch of people and no one's gonna buy stuff on Christmas. Maybe.
Yeah, that's what that's the reality.
Maybe.
I'm leaning on the yes. We won't go absolute, but
I don't know. People die for Christmas, eh? I'd die me some Christmas.
I mean, that's an interesting phrase. Die for Christmas. Okay.
What do you think? You think COVID's gonna stop on Black Friday
Yes.
and a Boxing Day?
Now.
Okay.
Especially if you have to have your passport.
Did it stop it last year? Oh yeah, because that'll be implemented by then.
I guarantee you, that might be a thing. We could talk. Wait, hold on, yeah. We could talk about that. I just realized that they said that, right?
Yeah, starting September 22nd.
Yeah. So
yeah, they say restaurant loosely. They say delivery, takeout. Ooh, let's get go. I don't know. I don't know.
So, yeah. So hold on. So this week I went to watch Shang-Chi. I decided to go by myself, and it was pretty cool. Like, yo, a movie theater by yourself is a vibe, you know.
It's
where you don't have to explain the story to people. People know it's good. They don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like, it was a vibe for me.
whoa. I guess like I don't know when he's He said he just went to the movie theater and then
Technical difficulties as we went,
it's like he went to the movie theaters and then all of a sudden
right?
it's like he was gonna tell a secret. What happened? All of a sudden this whole
The whole
thing
movie
busted.
theater just okay. So for our listeners,
Sorry,
James
sorry
just
about that.
seemed to have disconnected
Sorry,
from the live
sorry,
stream.
sorry about that.
They,
Sorry about
they, they
that.
don't want you to talk about
But
Shang-Chi.
sorry about that.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. So Shang-Chi, it was an interesting movie. I'll say
Mm.
that. It was an interesting movie. Like what I could say is okay. I don't want to be that guy, but I think I have to be
Oh,
that guy.
okay.
Now, when it comes to this movie, the first thing I realized, this is before the movie, they marketed the hell out of this movie.
Okay.
You know how Marvel is. They market the hell out of this movie. Um, the first, I don't know if I could say it's the first, but like, I don't know, like, is it safe to say like Asian superhero character?
Although
Asian heritage. Yeah.
technically,
Like, I don't know how to explain that. Like, yeah,
so the very first Asian character in character
Main.
lead or yeah
lead character,
lead character
right?
lead yeah
Protagonist.
protagonist yeah
Right.
Yeah.
So,
First Asian protagonist
the
of
first
a
one that don't even
commercial level movie.
yes, and shout out to, I forgot his name. He was from Kim's Convenience. Big up yourself, Canadian.
Oh, was
Canadian
he?
guy.
oh
Yeah,
okay
Canadian guy.
Okay.
The guy that you know that ran the car dealership and drove
Yes.
like cleaned the car dealership. And funny thing is, he was a chauffeur in the movie. But so like they had the ads, they had everything. Like you know how Marvel movies they have the ads of like, please vibrate, like please put your phones on vibrate, and like
okay
all these different ads and stuff. Like you know how they do it, like ads and promotions and all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the thing.
Mm.
The movie was good, but maybe I expect way too much when it comes to a Marvel film.
Mm.
Now, the fight scenes amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Storyline, good. Ah, it wasn't bad. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's just I just felt like it was missing something. But maybe it's because it's the first movie after the big bang of, well, not really the big bang, but like
Mm.
after the whole universe, the whole Marvel universe thing with Thanos and all that stuff. This is like after Spider-Man, it's this,
Mm.
right? Now, I'm gonna say that it was good. I'll say that
Mm-hmm.
it was good, not the greatest, but I'm not gonna lie, I fell asleep. I almost fell asleep a bunch of
oh
times.
see now
The I fell asleep like not even like I was coherent sleeping. Like I'm watching the scenes, but I think it's the reclining seats because I went to Landmark.
mhm.
So I think I was fight scene, fight scene, yelling. That's forbidden. Like I'm up, like you know what I mean? Like I'm there, but I'm
oh
like,
no
do I need to like do I need to open my eyes to understand the movie? No.
no
I can listen and watch.
In
Basically.
your mind,
it's basically
In your mind.
behind your lids.
it's like you're on your phone and when it comes on TV it's just background
It's like it's that movie that it's good, but I could do homework while watching it.
yeah
I'm not missing anything when I'm like not watching it. It's good though. It's good. And then
I like
I
it
like how
emphasizing it it's good though but
I
it's
like the fact that it emphasizes certain things where you can see how this can affect the future
mhm.
of Marvel movies and the future of what's gonna happen.
Mm.
Now, I don't, yeah, because a lot of people don't know about Shang-Chi, it's not gonna give you anticipation. But Spider-Man, The Spider-Man trailer. I don't know if you guys saw this Spider-Man trailer.
Oh,
The
The
new
latest
one, though.
the newest one. So basically, Spider-Man trailer, it starts off with, Peter Parker and what is it, Mary Jane, I would say. This is Zeldan, Celine, what's her name? Zendaya.
Zendaya.
Zendaya. Yeah.
Zoe.
And they're talking about how, because Mysterio said that it was Spider-Man that killed him. So now he's going on, like, he's getting interrogated. His friends are getting interrogated. His aunt's getting interrogated to the fact that, oh, they know he's Spider-Man. Everybody knows Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Oh, that's a show. Okay.
So, like, in this world, when he's in high school, everybody's taking pictures of him. Press is all on him. He has to, like, web sling away from everybody with him and the gal. His friend is obviously getting, interrogated. Mary Jane's getting interrogated. Everybody that helped him is getting interrogated in a way, right? So Spider-Man says, you know what? I'm gonna go to Doctor Strange and ask him if I can get people to forget that I'm Spider-Man is Peter Parker.
Okay.
So Doctor Strange says, okay. His friend Wong was like, no, don't do that spell. And he's like, nah, I won't. And then he says, he does the wink that he's gonna do it. So he's doing the spell now in the Obia place, the witchcraft timekeeper place.
It's the Obia place.
And
okay.
He's, casting the spell. And Spider-Man's like, so he's like, okay, so no one's gonna know you're Peter Parker. He's like, do you mean no one? Like Mary Jane, my friend, or my mom? And he's like, yeah, basically. And he's like, you can't do that. I want them to know. I feel like they need to know. He's like, stop talking. Because he's trying to focus. And he's basically just like talking in the midst of the spell. Because Spider-Man's like, no, you can't do that, please. And then I guess Doctor Strange loses concentration, goes crazy, and shuts off the spell, but he made a big effect.
Yes, because everything's a ripple.
Everything's a ripple. So he messed up the whole time. So, like, if you remember Loki, if you watch Loki, they talked about the whole multiverse thing, how there's a timeline that they must follow. But due to what they did with the Infinity Stone, to certain things, the timeline branches out. I don't know, I don't know if we could do that. They probably might,
as long as we're playing
strike us.
Less than 30 seconds.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Right. So basically, since the timeline is branching out and they're trying to keep a hold onto it, like, basically Doctor Strange actually talks about the multiverse a little bit, because he's like, you don't know what the hell it is, but it's infinite in a way. Like, anything can, like, you'll have different people, different stuff, different things. And if you watch Marvel What If, that's basically, I would say that's a little bit like a multiverse thing.
That's an interesting series. What If is very interesting.
If you watched it, Marvel What If, like, their stories, it's like, what if this happened instead of this happened?
But I mean, you kind of get a little bit of that in Doctor Strange as well.
Right. So
because remember when he kept reversing time to try and get the actual, so you see how it starts to go. Yeah.
And so basically he made a effect in the ripple of, like, that universe, and somehow the Green Goblin comes back.
Oh, okay.
Doc Ock comes back. And some other people come. That they only showed. If you watch the trailer, I think you saw 3 villains. I feel like there's a 3rd villain. I think I saw Reptile, the reptile guy.
Oh, the lizard. Yeah.
I think I saw him. So basically, I think they're gonna pin into the Sinister Six. But basically, in that trailer, the Goblin comes because you hear his laugh, and then you see the grenade drop. And then Doc Ock comes, and he's like, "Hi, Peter." And that CGI is crazy because they got Doc Ock from Spider-Man 2.
The Toby Spider-Man, yeah.
Now, if you guys remember the Spider-Verse, how you have different Spider-Verses, there's a rumor, it's not confirmed yet, But there is rumor that because it's a multiverse, the old Spider-Mans are coming back.
Which would be
So
cool.
Toby might be coming back too.
Toby might be coming back and the other youth.
Andrew, yeah, Andrew's something.
What?
They might be coming back for this this thing that's going in because they basically cracked the ripple. So basically, there's infinite, endless ways it could have turned out. That's why I like What If, because they'll have like, instead of Captain America going into the chamber, it's that British girl. What's her name?
Oh, his it's the one he met.
She goes in instead.
She goes in instead.
And then Doctor Strange, the latest episode they had was instead of losing his hands, he lost his heart. So he lost his girl. And basically he still become Doctor Strange, but he wants his girl. And he has the stones. And you know, it's a wicked, it's like, the way I see it, as much as that movie was okay, it's good, they have like, I have no doubt that they're gonna set a lot of things into
motion.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that one of two things, that they were using, what is it, Shang-Chi?
Yeah.
Shang-Chi as a filler to return, right? And or it's the Quiet Before the Storm.
I believe it's a Quiet Before the Storm, because I don't want to spoil it, man. But there's just certain things that is in that kit. Like, everybody's gonna play their part. Shang-Chi has a part in there, they're gonna play his part. And I do believe, to tell you the truth with you, in the trailer, when Spider-Man is sitting in an interrogation room, there's a person that comes and slams papers down on the table. Okay, they did not show his face. In my head, that might be the lawyer for Spider-Man. In the Marvel series, who was a lawyer?
Two-Face.
Daredevil.
Oh.
My girl said Two-Face. I was like, what?
So I feel like they might introduce Netflix's Daredevil into this thing. Let me tell you something. I need a Marvel bag.
If they pull that off, they'll be.
I need a Marvel bag. What do I gotta do to get in Marvel so I get endless bags?
That's a check for life.
That is a check. Listen to me. Don Cheadle is probably getting check after check. What's his name? Terrence Howard. Is it Terrence Howard?
He must be sick to the stomach.
Come on, man. You could have been in Spider-Man.
Don't kill me.
Come on, man. Why you doing that, man? Come on, man.
Wait.
Do you think they would still use Ben Affleck for it?
Ben Affleck?
No way.
That's Batman. Run that man away. Run that man. Run him. Run him.
Wasn't he in Daredevil too?
No, it's a Netflix Daredevil. It's a Netflix one. But hey, if they do a multiverse thing, they can, you know what I mean?
Affleck.
They can go that way. I don't see the point, because I believe Ben Affleck should not be a superhero in no shape or form.
You didn't think he played a good Batman? Or Batman?
No, I did not.
Really?
I felt like, for me, I liked Lex Luthor's role. The guy that played Lex Luthor.
Really?
A little bit more, because what he was talking about, what if the angels are actually the demons? I said, some crazy philosophical stuff. I'm just like, I'm not too sure about that. But as it does digress, let's talk about the real villain of this world right now, which is COVID. For our COVID update, what did they say? September
22nd. For Ontario.
Canada. It's going to be mandatory to be vaccinated to go to movie theaters.
Boom.
What else?
Schools.
schools,
school,
Public
restaurant,
spaces, or
oh god,
concerts,
public services.
clubs,
Yeah.
fets.
concerts,
I mean, oh, whoops,
fets,
maybe I shouldn't say fets.
parties, concerts, sporting events,
They even say
Oh, the
take.
gym.
They even say takeout,
dining.
delivery,
I mean,
dining, which is
dining, but I don't think takeout. I think you still take out.
Yeah, I
that
don't
food.
think takeout. Because if they did takeout, ooh, that's a problem.
They're
That's a
basically
big
telling you to
problem.
starve if you don't have your vaccine.
Right? Which they can't do that. That's intruding
That
upon
means
your
people are
rights.
walking in drive-throughs. I don't have a
yo.
car, and I need my food.
Just walk and make their stuff. The
The
22nd, guys. I don't know.
That is wild. That is wild.
But it's you have to have your passport. So my thing is this. Has everyone who has already received their vaccination received a passport prior to them stating this?
I think it's a vaccination card. Your last. You know how you have the vaccination card?
Your yellow card, yeah.
Nah, it's a when you vaccinated, you have this white card. Not a card. It's like a slip.
A slip,
It
yeah.
says you have 2 out of 2 shots.
So
I think that's all you need.
hold on. You just take it. You take it. And you just flash it.
I have it, yeah, and then
Do a
you
quick
show
flash.
that you have your second shot of whatever COVID. Insert COVID vaccine here.
I just thought of something. Someone okay. Let me get my food. Let me get my food.
Yeah.
Let me get my food.
But isn't that's so strange to me though? Like, because what's it called? The only place that you would typically use that is at the doctor's or the hospital.
But I mean, not every place. Like concerts, you're not gonna go in a concert with it. They're probably like, no, you are not coming in this concert without your vaccination. That is gonna be hard.
Without your thing, yeah.
But
the poetry.
Or a restaurant. Imagine being denied. You parked up, you paid for parking, you walk down the street, and you say, hey, and then they're like, sir, let's see your vaccination pass or your passport. And then you're like, oh, it's in the car, but it's like in the garage, down the stairs, or whatever the case is. Well, sorry, we can't allow you to come in.
I think it's gonna be different. I feel like it's going to be like the way I see it, it's not gonna be as simple as just vaccination card.
Okay.
I think just write your name, first name, last name, date of birth, and they can scan your vaccination card. I feel like that's what will happen.
They scan it. Exactly, but you still have to present something.
I don't think so. I feel like it's gonna be that high tech to the point that you are filed into a database.
That's a strange.
Weird as it sounds, because I guarantee you there is gonna be some fake vaccination cards.
Well, okay, probably, yeah.
Okay,
just like fake IDs.
What do you feel more comfortable with? The fact that your name is in some restaurant's database?
I don't think it's a restaurant database either.
I think they just access the government
it's a government issued. It's Covatech. It's called Covatech.
Yes.
Vaxatech.
Vaxatech.
Have you registered yourself in the Vaxatech database? I have your picture. I have your date of birth, where you live, all that.
That's so.
The amount of times you contacted COVID, and your dates, just like a license. You're gonna have your vaccination stuff. That's how I'm gonna see it. That's how I see it.
Someone made an interesting point too. Like if some places have access to that, what if they can track how much you spend in that place, and then you get hit with taxes? They're like, you claim this, but you kind of spend a lot in this place.
Listen to me,
Mr. Chanel bag, Mr.
The way I see it, and as weird as it sounds, I don't think we could run from any of this. You could fight it, but you can't.
Of course, you can run from all of it. Just like how South Park unplug the plug.
I don't think it's that easy. I don't think it's that easy. You really gotta be off the grid. That's how I feel.
You have to be straight Amish.
Off the grid, like.
Wait, speaking of the Amish, do they have to get vaccinated?
No, because
Or-
it's gonna be against
Get
their
out of my
practice.
place.
It's the same
Get
as
out.
the Mennonites and certain people of Orthodox and all these other stuff.
They're just like, nah.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
If-
technically, the Jewish people, Jewish Orthodox, actually what they did is they considered themselves. So this is how they are not included in the laws. They are considered their own sovereign within Canada.
Interesting.
I don't know anything about that still,
Yeah.
but the way I see it, Amish people would I could see them being real pissed. It's like, we didn't bring this here. You brought it here to here. We're here minding our own business.
Literally, they're literally on horse and carriage, and
We're here minding our own business. We're dealing with old age diseases.
Churning butter and everything.
churning
We're
butter.
dealing with things like
Mold.
measles
I can.
and like what other old thing? Old
Please at least get a bicycle.
Like
A
birth
bicycle.
defects, maybe.
Like, that's just
like,
wild.
nah, I'm good. I'm good.
You know what I bet on though? I bet on laziness. At the end of the day, the first month, yeah, people are gonna be like, yeah, where's your card and everything. But as months pass,
People just,
just go. It's
man,
it's a
I
human
don't think
thing.
people are gonna ask. They're just gonna just walk, but just go, man. I don't listen. Until they get some tickets. When they get some heavy tickets,
That's even
when
with the
them
tickets. Like, I don't know.
I mean, yes, you can fight them. You can fight. Like, this is the thing. It's either you fight. Like, I don't think it's gonna be the way I see it. It's gonna be just a more annoying time.
That's like
I don't think it's
obstacles.
gonna be like, oh yeah, oh everybody's gonna hate it, but I think it's just gonna be annoying to do these things. That's how I see it. It's just gonna be annoying.
Nah, I think it's gonna be more than that.
Wait, do you have to show it every time, or if you're a regular?
Every time. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
Because if you're a regular, wouldn't they just be like?
Time.
If you're a regular, wouldn't it be like, oh, okay, we already looked you up. You're good.
No, you can't take precautions like that. No.
Interesting.
It's like going to a club.
You
Your whole life
really
is-
think they're gonna be like, oh no, you can't. You have a free pass for the rest of the week because you were here on Monday. No.
The way I see it, your whole life is a
But
club.
this goes back to some people may do that. They'll be like, oh, you're a regular here. You're good. But then I guess when a potential outbreak happens and
Your
Mom,
whole
you're a
life is a club.
regular.
That's how I see it. Your whole life is a club. You gotta
Wait.
go in, ID please, and then you go in. They look at the ID, look at you, look at the ID, look at you. All right, you can go. And this is all for to get some box juice and some Ritz crackers and a smooth things to make my dinner.
Exactly. I was gonna ask if you're gonna have to bring your government issued ID plus your vaccination passport
I think
because they
have
have to
the
verify
picture.
who you are.
I think it's gonna have the picture.
Okay, because you use
I
someone
think we're
else.
asking for too much. I think it's gonna be like a simple passport that says you're
So now you gotta go for a
vaccinated with your
picture.
ID.
But that's what I'm
I
saying.
don't- The way I see it, I don't want to pay for it. That's what it is for me. If it's a vaccination ID or issued passport, whatever, as long as I'm not paying for it, paying for it, I'm good.
But James, you predicted this. I think people are going to pay for it. I think
I
they
hope
will.
not, because it's basically saying people have to pay to eat.
Basically. And
And
when
pay for things
when
that
did
is our
food
right.
become that?
I guess this year's. I guess this year is just you gotta.
I'm telling
you pay
you,
to eat.
you're literally paying to eat, and you didn't even eat yet.
Wait.
That is rough.
So okay, the 22nd is here. So what's going on with the restrictions though? Like you still gotta wear a whole mask on your face. That hot thing, you're breathing in your own particles.
This mask thing is killing me.
Like
he caught me the one time with the mask.
No, it's
you just got cheese.
With this heat,
your whole face gets cold. You're like,
Like I don't know.
Yeah, it's not fun anymore. But
No, my thing is just the handling and carrying it out. Like, how is this operation now work? And then this is what I'm saying. Like, they get this passport, say they ask for pictures. So that means everyone who's been vaccinated has to go back and fill up the spaces in these places to go and get their pictures done if the vaccination thing has your picture or a barcode.
Or
Here's
barcode.
the
Yeah.
thing. I don't know how they're gonna go about this. I don't think I don't think they're legit. This is what I'm
I don't
saying.
think they. You don't think
I
they
don't
thought it
think
through?
they thought
They
it
didn't think
through.
about it.
I don't think they're making a lot. Look at how much times they thought it through. Listen, they were saying that simple thing as license plate stickers and license expiry.
Mm.
So what happens since it's COVID? Am I able to get my G1 or G2 or whatever?
Yeah.
I booked my appointment. No, you can't get your G1, but it's not gonna get expired. Okay.
Okay.
So as soon as COVID done, what's the grace period of getting my G1 or G2? We'll get back to you.
Well, no, basically.
So my
Wait.
license plate sticker. So you're telling me I came here to pay my license plate sticker and I didn't have to pay for it?
A lot of people
We'll get
found
back
out.
to you.
Yeah, a lot of people found that out. Yeah.
We'll get back to you. I mean, it's a pandemic, so we don't.
But do the cops hear that?
Yo, that's another thing too.
I wish I could work that with my life. Can you imagine? I wish people worked that with TTC. They'd be like, listen, why didn't you pay? See, I won't pay, but it's a pandemic. Therefore, I'm delaying my payments.
Facts.
Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Or it could be like
when the police says your thing is out of date, he shouldn't be giving you a ticket. No.
But yet you're still on it. Yeah, and the tickets still count.
Tickets
during a pandemic.
That's
certain tickets.
That is wild.
And that ticket sometimes will count maybe if the cop is on a bad day to get it just doesn't make any sense. Some tickets are just getting dismissed.
Mm-hmm.
They always have a bad day. It's always
some people are coming out the bin because they're like, you know what? We know you really didn't do it. Just go.
That's
like this is
a sad fact.
Things that is not like they never thought it through. They just didn't think it through.
I take it in.
They're moving quite Caribbean ignorant-ish. I'll call it ignorant. I won't say Caribbean.
No, they're not moving Caribbean ignorant. No.
Beep, beep, thing. Lock it
There's
off,
another level to this one. This is colonial anthropologistic perspective.
I don't know what it is. It's straight ignorance.
That's what it is.
They're basically, it's like a whole thing like, it is airborne. If it's airborne, nobody breathing. Nobody breathe. And it's like, wait, hold on.
wait, hold on. Star,
the
General.
Are going up. It was at a party. No group gathering. No, lock it off.
It was funny.
We were drinking from straw.
We were operating like that for a little bit though. That's the funny thing. Jerry's making a joke, but like
lock it off. It is airborne. People are getting out of park. Nobody outside.
Mm-hmm. You're just like what?
You're not going to no park.
Mm-hmm. But then people had their hula hoops.
You want to pay that $8 fine, $800 fine? You know what? You're not listening. Double up the price.
That's what happened though. That's the sad part. That actually kind of happened.
It's bad.
And
if you attended, you got fined. If you made it, you were. Oh,
you think so you're bad? All
right.
One by one, come out the house. Come out the house. Everybody get licked. Everybody's gonna beat legit police mans are outside the door slapping people in the back of their head with $800 fines. Each man. You can't run out.
Oh my goodness.
Them pulling out that computer to give you a ticket is like your parents saying, pass me the belt.
Mm-hmm.
It's yo.
And you're catching a slap of fines.
Some horrible memories.
And you could probably dismiss most of the fines. You go there where it's like, well, they said this was we were tripping still. Case dismissed.
Wait, just to get back to the joke. School starts Tuesday and have they built anything to protect the kids? Nothing? So they're just gonna wait for the cases to jump back up?
No, they said you had to be vaccinated.
For TDSB, I just read it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Well, they have an Ontario back to school plan here.
They do?
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, this is it's
for all the
recently
parents
out,
and
but
workers.
yes, let me go through this right here. So mandatory mask.
Okay. That's
All students from grade 1 to 12 will be required to wear masks indoors with reasonable exceptions.
Hmm.
okay.
And all staff and visitors must be under the same directive.
Oh, okay.
Masks will also be required on all school vehicles. Masks can be temporarily removed with minimum physical distancing of 2 meters when eating, drinking, or engaging in low contact physical activity.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
kinder, Kindergarten students are encouraged but not required to wear masks indoors and on school vehicles. They are the nastiest kids, though.
Listen,
Yeah.
leave them alone.
Okay,
Their resilience is higher than any other of all of
listen,
us.
listen. You got kids that eat glue out there. Um,
Exactly, and survive.
It's
um, what is this? Da, da, da. Let me see. Remote learning remains an option.
okay.
Homeschooling, essentially.
Uh, I don't
Oh
know what
yeah.
cohorting.
Yes.
The government plan includes keeping elementary schools in kindergarten to grade 8 in one cohort for the full day with one teacher.
Oh.
Oh,
Um, there's no limit on the
wait,
number of
define
students.
cohort.
I don't
So
know.
for people who don't understand.
I don't know what that is. Somebody has to find that.
Cohort. Wait,
Mhm.
Jimmy, hold on. Turn up your mic volume a bit. You're like muffled a bit.
Oh, my mic's right here. That's why.
Oh,
Sorry.
hold on.
Cohort, but I don't think it's muffled. I think I just have a hard time saying cohort.
Mm-mm.
Cohort.
I think that's like a shared learning space.
So a cohort.
So one-on-one teaching, I guess.
Mm-mm.
A group of people banded together or treated as a group. Oh, I guess
Hmm.
that's
Okay.
the actual
So
So I
letter.
guess group
from grade
teaching.
1 to grade 8, they're all together learning
One day with one full teacher, I
with
guess.
one
So
teacher.
remote learning remains an option. I'll say that.
Madness.
Screening and cleaning. In addition to mass policies, the provincial plan states that all staff and students must self-screen every day before attending school. School boards should provide their parents with a checklist to perform daily screenings of their children
Oh my
before
goodness.
arriving to school, and self-assessment tools should be made available to staff to ensure the awareness of possible symptoms of COVID-19.
Why do
Um,
they make that sound so intense? It's just fill out the paper with the
It's
question.
it's just a quick yeah.
Question. Like,
school boards should develop for cleaning and disinfecting schools, should train students on appropriate hand hygiene and respiratory etiquette, including the use of alcohol-based hand rubs. I didn't even know that was a thing. ABHR. Do you have an ABHR? Alcohol-based hand rub, and
You,
oh,
you
reinforcing
you
students. The
you put me on knowledge. You just said the acronym fast. I don't know what you.
ABHR. I said,
I
what
don't know.
is
I don't know
that?
what you're talking about.
I said, what type of filter is that? I
man
said, what ABHR?
said
Okay,
it was like HVAC.
and um, ventilation. The ministry say for schools with full mechanical ventilation, school boards are expected to have all ventilation systems expected and in good order prior to the start of school year. That ain't gonna happen.
What?
Use the highest grade filters possible, preferably MERV 13 filters. Undertake frequent filter changes throughout the school year. Open ventilation system 2 hours or more before and after school occupancy.
Oh my
Calibrate
goodness.
HVAC systems for maximum airflow and increased air intake. For schools without medical ventilation, school boards are expected to place standalone high efficiency particulate HEPA filters. Why didn't you just say that, yo? I didn't even know what that meant, though. High efficiency particulate air. That's what HEPA meant? Okay. Unit in all classrooms and all learning environments. Dog, let me tell you something. Do you remember? And back in my day, did we have something called ventilation, dog?
Yes.
A
We
fan,
a, f-
a fan, and a window.
and a window.
When
That's
that
it.
that one fan, that God, if that fan was there, the teacher would be pissed.
Oh.
That one fan that when it catches you, like I wish the fan was over here, and you feel it just.
My thing is this.
And then you just catch like, yeah.
Why don't they just invest in like a dehumidifier? That's
I don't
another
know.
thing. That will
Invest,
definitely gauge more of like all the bacteria and stuff in the air.
Because
but
that's what the,
Z,
the because the pandemic didn't say that.
that costs money.
Uh,
Oh,
No,
but
it's
opening
not.
these vents before and after school starts. Oh.
No. But it
I
has to
don't
be
know.
COVID. It has to be a COVID safe. It has to be
That you
COVID
see what I'm
safe.
saying?
That's what it
Madness.
is, and that's where the money
Madness.
is.
I just
So
said something safer, and the budgets can only handle.
I think, I think we need to figure this out. I think the vent needs to make vents,
the vent needs to make vents. Yeah. I
COVID
mean,
vents. I think that's the next project we're
yo,
going to
dog,
do
we're
because
gonna be locked.
That's the project runway.
school need vents. Now for
Ew.
music and gym,
Okay, this is interesting.
wow, will permitted will be permitted in areas of adequate ventilation, including signing and the use of wind instruments under the following guidelines. The use of wind instruments is permitted indoors with a cohort if a minimum distance of 2 meters or more can be maintained. As much distance as possible should be encouraged to use of a large, well ventilated space should be prioritized. Use of wind instruments is permitted outdoors and mixed cohorts with distancing encouraged. Singing is permitted indoors. Masking is encouraged but not required for singing indoors for a minimum distance of 2 meters that can be maintained between cohorts and as much distancing as possible maintained with a cohort.
Yeah,
So
sing with the whole mask on. My yeah, nice talking to you.
we have, you have those big concert assemblies. We have the grade 4 class singing Moana, the grade 4 math class.
This is so. We can
What
we
are
can
they saying? I
What
don't
are they
know.
saying? These two parents in the back just
so you guys, you can sing. You guys, you can sing, but it's not permitted to wear a mask. Just we encourage you to wear one. Just but
yo, that means these kids will be some badass kids who will love the mask. Them badass kids. Shut the fuck up! Which kid said that? Oh, no, with the man.
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the parent who sues the school or who sues the mask company for the kid who, like, as they're doing whatever, all of a sudden the mask just goes and they're asphyxiated by the mask. That
what?
I'm waiting for that.
Excuse me. No.
Waiting for it.
How'd that go left? How did he...
I'm gonna need you to stop this. Now, this is for Jim. Jim, physical education classes will resume, including the use of gyms, swimming pools, and weights rooms.
Oh,
High and low contact activities will be allowed under the following guidelines. High contact activities are only permitted outdoors.
oh,
Masking is not required. Low
okay.
contact activities are permitted indoors. Masking is encouraged but not required indoors for low contact physical activities if a minute distance of 2 meters that can be maintained cohorts as much distancing as possible maintained with a cohort. School swimming pools are permitted with physical distancing around the pool area encouraged to disencourage
What?
cohort congregation. I don't know what they were saying there, but at the end of the day, I thought chlorine kits COVID. But I don't know.
That's
So that
wow,
means what the only
wow.
social distancing gym, gym, game. I don't even know if it was a activity I can see that's actually social distancing. Is the parachute
Yeah, okay, I
with
was
the
about to
ball in the
say
middle, dog, with a hole in the middle. That's the only
parachute.
thing. And I don't know what there was the like I think the systematic thing to that is basically they just wanted us to get tired. They
I
want us to
think
get arm
yo,
tired with this yo, kids are going to town flapping that parachute. Flap, 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 just to get the ball into the little hole, yo. And the funny thing is, if everybody stopped flapping, the ball's going in the hole, you know.
that's the yeah.
But the fact of is unorganized kids at the same time, with the faith that somehow we're gonna get this, if you
The
really
ball
think
into the
about it,
hole.
on my Dr. Umar, that game was basically meant to stop unity,
Oh, you okay?
disorganized unity. You feel like it's unity, but it's not, because everybody's fighting to get this ball in the hole, and everybody should stop and let the ball roll in. Use your head, guys. Let's use that.
That
Use your
kind of
head, guys.
worked. I'm not gonna lie. That kind of
Use your head, guys.
worked low key.
If you think about it, the teacher, aka the massa, if you
Wow.
realize sometimes when you weren't behaving yourself, they played this mind game of, you know what, I'll wait. And it worked every time because you were meant to bow. When the master
Wow.
stops talking and she says, like, him or her stands there and they just, I'll wait. Everybody's like, look, the teacher is, she's quiet. She's waiting for us to stop talking. And it just works. Reverse psychology. Okay.
Now I don't know how. I mean, teacher with a massa. I mean, that's a little.
I didn't say master, but I did, but you know. But anyway,
I,
what is a low
I don't know
contact?
about that.
I don't understand what low contact sports as kids like
Tennis,
duck goose.
badminton,
No, but like our
football,
sports, or like our.
sprinting,
I'm,
dodgeball.
I'm talking about our sports, like that we were able to play. We didn't have. We
Because a
didn't have
duck the
tennis.
goose. What?
Duck goose is out. Like, oh, let's talk about it. Duck goose can't play no more. You have to
You
play
gotta
duck
play it
goose
outside.
outside.
You gotta play it
That's
outside, yeah.
that's BS though. Duck goose outside is
You can't.
not
You can't
like
do it
duck
now.
goose indoors.
You gotta do it indoors, yeah. You can't do it. You can't do it outside. No.
I
You
think
can do
what's so
dodgeball inside though.
Yes, actually.
You
but
just have
that's
to wear
terrible.
gloves.
You just
Yo, I think dodgeball with a mask is terrible.
you should. You hear that bing, that rubber hitting your skin, and you
No, I know, but that's the thing. They
go.
don't have. They don't just listen. That bing sound has been banned since grade 4.
The truth is,
Like,
yeah,
we
yeah.
They
like
removed the
grade
balls.
5.
Yeah.
Grade 5, we got the air balls. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Grade 4, when those same balls were used for
Oh,
four square,
the bing.
that ping.
Wait, they removed that for you guys since grade 4?
A
They
long.
removed it
Oh
in
wow.
grade. Well, in
Really?
grade 5, that's when it stopped because kids were. I was one of them kids who
I
got
was hearing
punched in the
that
face
Bing
one
since
time
like
with the
grade
glasses, and
8.
your glasses explode.
Yes.
Shout out,
Man's,
yo.
listen, dodgeball was a death sentence sometimes. It,
That
it
was a
was.
very fun game growing up.
It was
Love that game.
fun, but like with those rubber balls that were inflated,
Those ones.
It depends on who was throwing it though.
It depends.
You had the person who hold it like this. Throw it.
Now, shout out to a person we know. We
Or
know
hold
very
it.
well. Anytime he threw the ball, people Z.
yo.
So anytime he threw the ball, everyone literally
There's a
like
man. There's
they
a man.
like they're
named
literally trying to
his starts with an
Dodge.
E. Starts with an E.
start with the yeah.
That man had a can in hand. I
Like
swear to
seriously,
you.
yeah.
Where you'd hear him strain to throw the ball, and he would fling that ping, like you hear the ping off the wall. Everybody's like, yo, mans were ducking, and if he hit you with that, man's there snow angeling
In the
gym,
ground,
like,
just like
mad snow angel in the ground, like snow angel in the ground.
shout out to that guy, man. Shout out. Like,
But yo, yeah, I think it's grade 5 it stopped.
didn't in high school they brought it back though for a little
Brought
bit?
it back for high school because they didn't give a damn about y'all.
Yeah.
Yo, that
Yeah,
High
it
school
was
didn't give
below
a
the
damn.
neck. Anything.
below it basically, yeah.
But that didn't matter. If you hit him in the head, you're done.
I know. I
You're
was
done
one of those
anyways.
people. Got my glasses flinged off and broken. Yes.
Listen, my glasses disintegrated. The amount of times dodgeball, my glasses disintegrated.
Mm-hmm.
And the worst is when I remember I caught some. I don't even know which was worse, hitting somebody and then your glasses getting shot off your face, or you not knowing at all and you're seeing the ball roll towards you.
Oh,
And as you pick it up
You get
and
it.
you look up, You get
Oh,
lit.
just
And you know what's the worst? Like I just remember I hit somebody, boom, got him. I was like, oh, boom. I didn't even get to celebrate in my hit because I got my face lit, yo.
like
You didn't even got to say, you heard everybody go, yeah, oh, dead. But,
Funny. No, I heard
and I
that.
oh,
remember, yeah, it was terrible. Like, I
that's
remember even, I don't know if you guys had Spider. You ever had Spider? You ever heard Spider?
spider.
Basically, I think it was shout out Arlington if anybody know about Arlington. I remember the one time I was in grade 6 and we went to Arlington for a tour of the school.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they do the school like middle school tour. And I remember just hearing the gym and everybody's going chaos in the gym, just beer yelling in the gym. And then I look, people were just flinging dodgeballs to each other. I'm like, what is this? It's Spider! It's Spider! It's Spider! Basically, it's dodgeball, but it's a free for all.
Oh shoot! Wow.
Oh.
So
I've
mans are
definitely.
just running in circles. Like at one point, it's like mans had the ball and they're just running. People are running in circles, running all over the place. Man just trying to throw the ball, you push them down to the ground, keep running. Like it was just it was chaotic. But obviously that's a little like I guess you could play that outdoors and indoors.
I guess yeah.
The ball's
Soccer,
gone in the
baseball,
bushes. That's all I'm saying.
soccer, baseball, outdoors, obviously.
That's
Oh, I missed that game. Oh,
Basketball, I don't know.
yeah. Basketball might get shot indoors,
well,
especially.
that's an outdoor one because it's contact.
Okay. What are the goose outdoors? That's trash. Octopus.
Oh, what was octopus again?
Or what time is it, Mr.
Octopus
Wolf?
is you have to run from one side to the other, and the person in the middle has to try and
No,
tag you.
brother. Octopus
Oh,
was basically suicides, and they didn't even
Yeah.
realize it. The one game
yeah.
was octopus, and everybody's running. You're running back and forth. I can't do that now. We can't do that now.
But you get to sit down if you get touched.
No. Don't you
And you
remember the
just
teacher would just blow the whistle? Everybody's running to one side,
Oh shoot!
yeah. But then
waiting,
if you get touched,
running
you
back.
get to sit down and be seaweed or like another octopus.
No, I know. I don't. Yo, just tap me. Tap me.
Oh,
Tap
trust me, I know those
me.
people.
All right, I'm gonna sit down. And then you're just waiting.
That
I
would
remember
probably
that.
be a contact sport.
Yeah, so that's out of the question. What time is it, Mr. Wolf?
Yo, you're
That's a
bringing it back.
non-contact, actually.
This guy's bringing it back.
No, I think it is contact.
Not really.
You touch one person, and everybody's in a
Yeah,
line.
you touch the person, or it's whoever moves.
Everybody's in a line though. Everybody's like in the wall, at the side of the wall. Everybody's lined up at the wall first.
Yeah, but it's just to
That's
catch whoever
Hogan's.
was moving
No,
before they
I say
catch
what
up to
time is it?
you.
What's the Wolf? They say 5 o'clock, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yes,
5, and you stop.
yes, yeah. But you have to stop before the person who says it turns around.
Oh,
Is
yo.
it that?
Yeah.
I thought you kept going closer to the wolf, and then he says lunchtime, and then you run back.
Oh, yeah. Which
I
one am
think
I?
based on what I remember. I don't remember.
Because you could restart if the wolf sees you.
I think so. Or is that start red
Yeah.
light, green light?
Oh, that's probably stop. Yeah, that's probably that one.
You know what's gonna suck? 7 Up. Can't play 7 Up no more.
Which 7 Up again?
When you have your head down, someone taps you, then you have your finger up, and then you're gonna find out who touched you.
Oh
Oh,
shoot! Oh.
yes. When there's 7 people in the room. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
bringing it
yeah,
back.
yeah.
I was a thief in that game still.
You can still play that. You just would use a pen instead of touching their head with your hand.
Yeah, but I was a thief in that game. I found out by his shoes.
Ah.
You know what was a terrible game? I remember playing. I think I was in grade 6. It's basically like Duck Duck Goose, but what it is everybody's in a circle,
Hmm.
and there's 2 people in the circle, and they're both blindfolded, and one has to run and one has to catch the person.
Whoa!
That's some Discovery Channel help. Predator versus Prey.
I'm sorry, what? Blindfold?
So two people have blindfolds. People, it's like fight to the death. That's some terrible like you're teaching some bad things as kids, yo. That's like
Yo,
putting a tiger and a deer in the in a cage, and they're both blind, and you're watching the action. That's some sick nonsense, bro. That is sick.
yo, the visualization of that is just like it's so absurd. Like someone would do that too.
Yeah,
I was
the teacher thought it was okay. The teacher thought it was okay.
gonna put a
The teacher thought it
bandana
was
over his
okay.
tiger, put a bandana over his deer. All right, you guys go ahead.
Throw him in a cage.
Throw him in the cage. See what happens.
That is wild.
Yo,
But
That sounds like some National Geographic-ish. That's what that sounds like.
yeah, I guess all we have to say. The moral of the story is, I guess you got to be vaccinated, or you're gonna.
that's the moral of the story.
Moral of the story: if you want to have fun,
2 shots.
Don't
Talk about drinks.
don't let no one blindfold you because you don't know if you're gonna be in a fight ring. You don't have to get.
That'd be a terrible Saw movie.
Yo,
When they said, "Listen, want to play a game? One has a sword, and one has a thing, and one guy has no hands. Survivor of the fittest. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
Oh,
So you can't see, but they can hear. You can't hear. You can see, but you can't like do anything. And then speak no evil. I guess you can't say anything, but you can see and hear like some next sick nonsense. But
I feel like it'd have to escalate. You'd probably have to. Their hands would probably be glued to their face or something like that. Like, hands on the eyes, hands on the ears, hands on the mouth. Like, that's how this works. Like, I feel like that's how it would really work.
This is a terrible Saw idea, man.
So wait, so
glued to their eyes.
Right?
That's
help me.
Wait, is it is it the person's hands or random hands? Like
their hands.
Their hands.
Oh, that's
their own hands.
You know how they have the signs like "Speak no evil." The man is super good man. Hear no evil. The man super good like this with both on his hand. One guy says, "Help me!"
That's a movie scene for real, but like that's
because you like if you ever saw a Saw movie like the one where they were both chained up and it's like you had to cut off your own arm in order for you to run to get something. Like what are you doing?
They had some terrible situations. I remember the one.
Horrible.
Remember the merry-go-round one when it was just spinning, and he has to only save 2 people in his office, and he worked in a firm with an office. And the woman's like, "I'm pregnant." It's like, "No, you're not. You're a damn whore." And then they're just down the line. Man's Eddie Winslow was in the
Eddie Winslow.
Everyone's like gonna blam off, and then he picked the wrong person to save. And the man's like, "You're killing me. I was your best friend. Look at me as I die. Look at me, you little punk, you coward." I'm like, yo,
that's intense.
Yo,
Cause just look at me. Cause just look at me.
You didn't want to save me. Like, that was terrible. Like, even the one man, when the man said, "Listen,
today is hilarious, man.
You gotta hold your breath." And the poor man that he's working was like a heavy smoker.
Oh, so he couldn't.
The man had to save himself, or make the innocent janitor of his firm. And then I remember, Saw was wild. Even the one when the man said, "Yeah, so you made a book about surviving Saw, huh? And you said you did all this. Okay, if that's a thing, it should be easier for you to do it again." So basically, the whole Saw mission for him was basically what he wrote in the book.
Wow.
Y'all didn't remember this Saw movie? It was
I
a movie.
never watched Saw. I don't do scary movies,
Man said,
thrillers, any of
listen,
those things.
you think that you're bad? Saw took on a SWAT team. Saw took on a SWAT. I know it's crazy too. Man's a chiller, and then you see the jigsaw, the little jigsaw clown riding a tricycle, laughing, and then the stairs shift and broke the SWAT team man's kneecaps, both of them, and it just pushed him, snapped his knees. Every man rolled down the stairs.
Oh,
Listen, Saw was different. Saw was different.
Takes a while. That's somebody. That Saw is definitely the epiphany of understanding human behavior, human reaction, and emotions. That's it.
like
That's the problem, and that's the thing about Saw. That like the one movie of Saw. The reason why that guy was going through the stuff because he owned a life insurance firm, and
Mm,
Jigsaw was dying because of like I can cancer or whatever. And he's like,
mm,
I paid into your life insurance for you
oh,
to take care of me. And you're
mm-hmm.
telling me
I
because I'm
can't.
old and I have this, I don't get my money back.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the choice of making me live or die. All right. Joke's on you. I have the choice.
oh,
Mm.
oh,
We're playing
shoot.
Uno here. Reverse card. Now you have the choice. And now you have the choice, and you have to hold your 6 people them, your 4 people them, your 2 janitors, this innocent person that had nothing to do with it, but you know I'm in the vicinity, and this person. All the life is in your hands.
Oh,
And
that's.
all you have to do is die for you to save everybody else.
Oh, and he didn't want to. Arrogant. He didn't want to die. He's just like,
And
nope.
that's the worst. And you know what's the problem? That was a terrible one, the merry-go-round, because he had to press the button, and there was two shots that he could save out of 10 people that are in the merry-go-round spinning. A spin, go into a guy, save or not.
Mm.
And then he only could save 2. But every time he pressed the button, a needle will go through his hand.
Mm.
Oh,
So the person's like, shut, shut, like it, yo. Saw was different, but you know what?
but
It was
A
based
little
off a true
morbid.
story, apparently. Um,
Got to put a disclaimer for this one.
how you went from grade 6 Predator and Prey to Saw torture?
it was the blindfold thing that just threw me off. Like,
But when I tell you that thing didn't make no sense, you'll be there in the circle watching these kids, 2 of your brethren, one that's supposed to attack the other one, blind, bumping into things, just flailing around trying to find the person, and the other one is trying to find life in a dark place. Like
that's.
it's not, man. Anyway,
Yeah.
I like
but
some Marco Polo.
that's a terrible game, Marco Polo.
Mm.
But you're both blind.
Yo, what's with the double blind scenarios today? Like, yo, like, what's going on here?
That'd be a
Because,
terrible thing.
it's because the blind is just following the blind. That's what it is. And the blind is leading the blind. That's all. Mm,
That's a
I
horrible movie when
mean,
the blind leads the blind.
mm.
That's a
snap.
horrible. And I could see Jordan Peele taking over that track. Jordan Peele, what track is he using? I can see
Yeah.
clearly
Oh,
now. The brain is gone. I can't see where I'm going. I can see all obstacles in my way.
What's the Tupac song? That was the first one I thought of
oh.
actually.
Dun, 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 dun,
I see
dun, dun,
changes,
dun,
or
dun.
or
Mm.
You can't see me.
or you can't see me.
Or can you imagine
Yeah.
using John Cena? Dun, 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 dun.
You can't see me.
Okay, we're going.
Jordan Peele, take our ideas, but bring us
We're
aboard.
going
Yeah.
completely off topic. But that would be a good series. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. I
As a
think
movie from Jordan Peele,
no, I think Hear No Evil will basically be A Quiet Place.
that would be a nice trilogy.
I mean,
And
yeah.
See No Evil will basically be, I don't know.
Oh, with that's easy. Not seeing racism, not seeing colorism, not seeing a lot of the power destruction that's happening, not
That'll
seeing
be
how
the
capitalism.
that'll be the horror flick in itself. I see no color. What you mean you see no color? Save me!
Oh, that's actually.
Anyway, yo, we're giving out too much ideas. Anyway, all right,
You're the
let's
field.
go.
Give us a call.
Yeah, we'll get the strips up. Vent Pictures presents. Um, now, um, we're gonna talk about like the social economical um problems in the GTA.
Okay.
I will go, I will pass it on to Zakia to explain the economical literacy of the GTA diaspora
I'm rolling.
of different regions of the GTA
I'm
based
rolling.
off the geological, trying to use all big
Location.
words, locations. This is the study was all made by Zakia and other things. So this is studies and this is her results. Um,
Ah,
go
right.
away, Zakia.
So
This is what
so
she
yeah,
studied.
so yeah. So what I was saying earlier or off camera was so since I moved to Timmins, I really had time to really like detach from Toronto and not be in the air of like the GTA and how the city is and how it works, you know? So I've been in the countryside and everything. And definitely climatizing to that type of engagement and how people are, right? You start to realize, hey, wow, you know, it's 8 hours away, but everyone moves completely different. Same happens once you're in the city of Toronto. When you go further east, it's a whole nother vibe. As that one skit where For Y'all Entertainment and Dormtainment said, they were like, Toronto mans have this like accent that they put on that's like a bootleg version of Jamaican, but it sounds Irish. And they're
Yeah, like a
like,
leprechaun.
yeah,
Where's
right,
our mind? I need our lucky
right,
charms. Yeah.
they're Mari. So it's that, and then you move to the west, and like it's a whole nother like attitude, vibe, everything. Okay. So for me, I was like, yo, after some time, I realized I'm like, there's like a Toronto man complex that lives within the GTA. And it's like on the east side of like Toronto, because Scarborough's a part of it, Etobicoke's a part of Toronto, you know, um, the complex is far more intense there. And then as you go west, it just like slowly dissipates or like it's less, right? And I was like, and even between the genders, it was like very interesting to see how the genders even work financially, etiquette wise, emotional attitudes, this, that, and the third. So, East End, which is like your Scarborough area, a lot of the women tend to be the bread makers. You know, they're the ones who are financially independent, have the money, all these other stuff, while the guys are not. And then it goes in reverse as you move to the West. The women actually are the ones who don't have the money in the West End, but the men tend to be the breadwinners. I was like, that's so interesting. So,
Okay. Well, I think there is a West End bias for me because I'm from the West.
mm,
Um, I don't agree all the way, but I do agree based off what I seen. It's
mm,
not everybody.
true.
It's not everybody, but it's a good amount.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's not that I see a bunch of mans working like that. Yes, it's happening. There's men that are out there working and they have the money, but I'm hearing more women say they want the money.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's a thing or whatever, but I'm hearing more women say they want the money in the West. I may be wrong. I'm like based off it, but like that's how I see it sometimes. I hear more women in the
Mm-hmm.
West talk about money than
Mm-hmm.
in the East.
Mm-hmm.
But in the East, that's the thing. Like it's very like it's common. but I can't say that like I don't know. My horizons when it comes to people has expanded past west
I
and
can't.
east. Like
West and
so, it's
East.
like, but
It,
I c-
it,
I, c- I
it
can
expanded.
agree. But there are different people. There's different people. Like the East End are different than the West.
For
Mm-hmm.
sure, yeah.
Culture wise, I'll say culture wise for sure.
Mm-hmm.
There's no debating.
It's,
Culture wise for
it's
sure.
very different. Like,
It's very different.
it's like they move off paranoia. I think it was like a paranoid nature, a paranoid nature about like the world's out to get you or something like that. I
I
don't know.
feel like I feel like the West End is a little
Allegedly,
more family based.
Mm-hmm.
Like way more family based. Like that's how I feel. Like it's a little bit more
Mm-hmm.
family based in the East.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a
like a
culture.
tighter unit.
There's like a culture to it. Like there's a culture. Like I may not know this person, but I know that person is that lives like I know this person's family. I know if something was to go down, I can ride out with this family member. Like
Mm-hmm.
not I know this person basically.
Hmm.
Like for example, Eglinton West. You think if you think you could rob a store on Eglinton West and try to make it to another store and survive,
That's not
I
happening
doubt that.
because everyone. Yeah,
I
it's like
doubt that.
it's a village basically.
Like
It's
the
a
Caribbean,
village.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a village. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? You rob from one man, they'll say a Willem, and everybody's the man from the barbershop will choke you with his cape. Like it's a
allegedly
village.
he'll allegedly he'll use a cape. Allegedly.
Everybody knows everybody. Everybody, even though yeah, you could say oh there's competition because everybody cooks and everybody stuff, but I feel like there is like a unity there.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
Loki
how I
can't
feel.
you Loki can't get arrested there because eventually the police kind of look and everyone's looking at the police. And I mean everybody, like people in the shops. Okay, true. So
13th
what?
division down the street.
So what happened is true story. So I'm walking on the Daily Fix and Main Shows. I'm walking on the way. I heard someone whisper, say, "Come over here a second." So I'm thinking it's cracking stuff. I got my headphones in. I'm not hearing you right now. Headphones are the greatest invention ever. I get to block out many foolish people. Anyways, I continue walking up the street until this is around the time the pizza was in front. No,
On the other
no,
side of the street, other side.
no. I my mind just went Doctor Strange. Another timeline. No. So the pizza was there, but there was no condo there. Currently, there's a condo there now.
Right. Hmm.
So before I crossed the road, I knew I was gonna get stopped because the cop car went. It was on the pizza side, and then it did a quick. It came back around, stopped right in front of the crosswalk thing. They're asking me questions like, "Where am I going?" Da 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 da. Show my ID. Ask them if I'm being detained. They're like, "Nah," and they're like, "Oh, okay. Have a nice day." They just drive off. By the time I crossed the street, there were like seven older heads. Like, "Oh, why they arrested? Why'd you stop you?
Why
Oh,
them a
the,
bother?
why did
Yeah,
what?"
Babylon, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you high key unless you're doing some foolishness there, you high key can't get like arrested there.
And the problem is, if you think that you can try any type of police abuse on that street,
I don't know. That won't slide.
or any type of anyway, that's neither here or there. Like, but like I
Very
just,
interesting.
but yeah, like I can't say it's for everywhere, but I
Yeah,
noticed that there is some type of there Eastern people are different from West.
for sure.
Some I would
For sure.
see like I'm not gonna lie, I'm not saying not much West End girls do this, but there's Eastern girls that are here go, I'm gonna fight that girl because that girl's looking at me. Why is
Mm,
she looking at me?
yes.
And I'm
Yes.
just like, how do you know she was looking at you?
That's
What if
what
she liked your outfit?
it's never a
It's,
positive
What if
thing.
she
Like
liked your outfit,
yeah. The
but she's not gonna
mental
smile in your face? Like you don't want to just look at someone that's smiling you from down the hallway.
nah. It's always this high level of skepticism or like competition.
jeez, man, some of y'all take this to the heads, man. Like
And it's intense. And that's what I'm saying. It's like super intense, over in the East End, and then it slowly like dissipates as it gets further west.
Like I've known like
Degrees.
East End guys that just wild out, and then they try to rile up with me, and I'll just go, okay, let's talk. Come, let's talk. Let's come over here and talk.
Which is
'Cause
true.
you're hyping up in front of your people, them.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm calling you yourself because you're the one that's getting loud. And, you know, empty barrel makes the most noise.
Mm-hmm. And I
And they,
definitely
they
have
don't they don't
noticed that.
want to do that. They're just with their people, and it's
They want to
like,
hype.
and I'm not a person that causes no negativity, but I know people in the West End, and we know our people, whatever, and we know that like if something has to go down, we know it's not going down over foolishness.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's not foolishness. Something like for me to say, yo, I'm doing this or we're gonna fight, there has to be something that made me do it, and it's not foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a little more level head to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But at the same time, it's hard to say that now. I see, I get it, but it's hard to even go with that because it's like I don't know. It just seems like all this stuff is happening.
Now, let me throw a wrench in there a second, though.
Mm.
The funny thing is, our West End does have people. Um, when we were talking off camera, one of them was kind of, or the area, I should say, was involved in something. And that
Mm-hmm.
area and many other areas in the West seem to be involved in stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is that seen as competition as well? Like, are they mimicking East End people? Or is this something,
I think
or is
everybody has their own type of politics,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think there's a comparison. I think it's just when blood is shed and things happen, things happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just thinking in a social aspect, yeah, it's completely different.
just
Certain
social?
aspect, it's completely different. But like
Mm-hmm.
in certain, but when it comes to like politics and man shooting and beef and a lot of stuff, I think there's more to it. More
Yeah.
times it's bloodshed and it becomes something worse than what it really is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's all it takes.
Now, growing up, though,
Mm-hmm.
usually there was a reputation where the girls from the outskirts of the city were the best girls to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually the girls in the inner city that are like, ew, like, I don't know what's wrong,
Mm-hmm.
girl.
Like where?
I
Like,
think no,
age,
that's
age,
actually this is
Ajax
also a
women,
Drake bar. Mm-hmm.
Peterborough
Okay.
women,
Oh, okay. All
Mississauga
right.
women. Well,
Yeah. Well,
like the outskirts, like, seem to be, I don't know,
But
have a better
yeah,
reputation. Yeah.
but I think that just comes down to the fact that a lot of the girls in
James is, James
I'm
is
not
those
like,
gonna say. I am
areas,
not saying nothing because I'm fine with my old lady. Okay,
yeah,
and
rolling.
I'm happy, and she's from the
So
west.
for me to answer that one, I think a lot of times that was because of colorism, as well as low key, low key projecting the fact that like red bones were better. So anything that paper bag thing. So it's like a lot of the girls who weren't here were probably black
But I also thought it was suburbs. I thought it was a suburb thing too.
versus the city.
this is
Yeah,
like, I don't know if it was a
like
colorism thing
because
though.
I remember when I moved
I think,
to the B's and I moved to certain areas,
Mm.
and I realized that there's some fire ladies
Mm.
that are all in the house.
All in the
You don't
house.
know. You just didn't know.
You never go outside.
You never know. Don't go outside. So there's like I'm not saying that like
so
you know what I mean. It's just
fine homebody. They're
yeah.
fine and
So
homebody. Okay.
I don't know. I guess it's all I don't know. I don't know.
That's a gender role thing too. Honestly, sorry. Like these days, the only reason why I'm saying all these things is because after like listening to some attitudes for certain things, I'm just like, I get it now. I totally understand where everything's coming from. A
Mhm.
young female who stays at home, she's not from the streets. She's
Ah,
at home. She's a wife material type of girl because she stays at home. She doesn't get into drama. You're never gonna see her outside. She ain't a what's it called? A city girl.
Mm.
She is great.
I hope they know about the mailman and the UPS man and the Amazon man.
I'm gonna need you to stop right now.
Like, no, because you know what? Let me time travel back. So in the 1940s, there were some neighborhoods in the States and probably up here too, where like, yeah, the women would stay home, the men would be at work,
Mhm.
and then the milkmen, the mailmen, and
The
whatever
neighbor.
whatever service or neighbor, they'd go to the
Mhm.
neighbor's house, and then the wife would be like, "Hey, stop by,
Whenever you want.
stop
That's
by
right.
whenever you want."
It
Tea.
made that check. Oh
Biscuit.
yes, minute, Mr. Postman.
It,
Hey,
that's a
did you
I
tell me that's
wait.
all infidel? That's infidelity.
that's infinite. Yeah. So what?
Infidelity tune.
So Z's point about like, oh, she's not outside or anything. That doesn't even matter. If she's gonna cheat, it's gonna happen. It's
Yeah,
gonna
but a
happen.
lot of
All
people
right,
don't get that part of the
sweetie.
story, right? So the only part that really gets the stigmatization is the woman who is outside. Anyone who's outside is like, so many things, so many things. It's problematic. Oh my god.
God, it's a terrible trope. Yeah, it's a terrible trope. It's terrible, but I don't, and I don't agree with it either. But
I could deliver the package and deliver the package and then leave.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
you
drop
know what
off
I'm
two
saying?
packages.
I could
Hmm.
drop off two packages and then go.
That's wild. That
Like,
is wild. That, my friend, is wild. That, my friend, is wild. But I don't
right?
know. Hey, I don't know, man.
Take a DNA test. Okay, anyways, now back to the east and the west. And now
Yes.
we were we. This is okay. So there's a family structure, and then
Hmm.
I guess east is more like not fragmented, but it's more like
They have
clicky.
a they have a family structure, but it's very different, I think, in the attitude of
Morals.
reward and
Hmm.
what's the word? Misconduct.
Principle. Oh.
Yes. Reward and principle or misconduct. So from what I gather, like I know a few people, and I'm not saying like everybody is like this, but it's like the majority of attitudes. This is what I'm saying. Like the people I'm confronted and the situations that I hear, and it's like, okay, if you were it's a WWYD, like what would you do? And then you hear majority of the answers would be like, this is what I would do to like deal with this versus the other group of people. And you're just like, wow, like this is wild. Like this is how
You
you'd
hear
actually
from
deal with
them
this.
based off your answer, or you hear from
Yeah.
them based
So
off your answer.
that's what I'm saying. So some people they'd be like, "Oh, we're a fam," but like, say the family member stole from you
Oh,
100 times, but it's like, but we're still fam. At the end of the day, I'll still ride for this person, but this person you can never trust will actually be there for you because they continue to swindle you every single time.
every single time they get, yeah.
Don't tell me about that. That's family.
Right? So they never actually like cut that person off, or they may never actually respectfully tell them about the misconduct that they're going about. They may not even correct that person for the fact that they keep stealing from them. But that's family.
Hmm.
The other side of the scope, it's, oh, you're gonna do that? Clearly you stand on no principles. You're getting cut off. Like we're still family, but you need to rectify what you do first before you come back here.
You
Like,
come back, yeah.
think about it.
I've heard of a weird Scarborough rule. I'm a Scarborough rule, but the rule goes: if I can't eat, no one eats, and
Wild.
apparently that's a Scarborough mantra.
Wild.
If
I
one
feel
person
like,
can't eat, no one can eat.
but I feel like there's different.
Allegedly,
There's different ways of seeing that though. There's
Mm,
the good way and there's the bad way.
mm,
There's the good way of like I have a plate, so everybody's sharing this plate.
mm-hmm.
The bad way is so man's in our ear because yo, that's for the food. Like there's like two
That which is the
ways.
greed and jealousy or envy. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's yeah.
So like
That's the fuck.
there's sharers and then there's sabotagers.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So I don't
Which goes
that's
back
what
to that whole the man stealing from you because oh you have money, so I think I should have the money too. Like stealing your money. It's like you could have that money as well. Well, why would I do that when you have
I don't
it?
know. I feel like it happens. I feel like the same stories I hear everywhere now. It's not even like I I
It's not
remember when I
regional.
used to see, you know what I mean? I feel like I see it, but now it's like I don't know, man.
Mm.
It seems more spread out.
I'm trying not to pay attention to those type of things as much anymore. Like I feel like we're all imperfect beings type thing right now. So I'm like, yeah, nobody's perfect.
I hear that.
And
I
if I
hear that.
think about it too much, yes,
Because you know
right.
what? You know the reason why it ended up being such a thing for me in my mind? It was because when I moved up there, my friend, he told me, he's like, you should go and look up about the city that you're going to go to. Look up about like their incidents, if they have like what their criminality's like, all these
Crime
things,
rate.
the different regions of to where housing and where, like, say if you got a car, how many carjacks happen, how many this, how many that, blah, 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 right? And as soon as I did that, oh my gosh, I said, why did I get here? Why did I leave? Why did I leave? Because
It's like, how did I get? Oh, it all makes sense. This is why my rent is so low. Or this is why this is. Why is it $5-6 for bread? Oh, because people steal the bread.
right?
Like
Why are allergy pills? Yo, I remember I went to some place in the States, in Louisiana, when I went there. I seen the allergy, like, I want allergy pills. It's all locked up. I'm like, why? Why? I just want allergy pills. They have the card that you bring to the pharmacy. I'm like, wow. And then I'm like, you know what? People are stealing allergy pills out here.
So it's little things like that. So that was the big trigger for me to think about like Toronto and like go through it with a comb and recognize certain things about it. And I was like, geez, the same things that would be like super populated. And as like James was just talking about, like, why is the rent so low? Well, because there's so many breaking in entries that's the reason why people don't want to pay the amount that they pay for their homes. Look where else has low rent. No shade.
It's like going to a resort. Why is this resort so cheap? Why is it retreat the turret? They have no AC. Holy!
Yo, it's crazy. Holy!
No AC. And then, yeah, that's why sometimes you gotta look at reasonable prices and reviews though, and reviews. Sometimes when I go to certain places, I want to, or I go to certain places, I do the research.
You have to.
I do the research, or I go on YouTube and I look for people's like YouTube first day in Louisiana, or first day in like Memphis. It's like, hi, I've been to Memphis. This is my first time here. I just moved here. And then I wait 30 days. Like, I hate this place. I'm scared.
No, you have to do that though.
You have to. You have to.
So for those who are listening right now, do your nation facts, your state facts, your city facts.
Not everybody does that. Not everybody does that.
Not everybody does, but they should.
Yeah.
They should. And don't get scared now because of like what the state says. Because trust me, when I looked at some of the information about Timmins, I was like, why? Like I said, why am I here? Criminality was like at like 95 or something. It was wild.
Some people, they're there for the experience. They want to try new things.
Wait, time out. Wait. It's a 9. So that
95%.
That means higher or lower than Toronto?
It's higher.
It's higher in Timmy's.
Yes.
Timmins, is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. Toronto is considered 70. And then it breaks it down based on like each part of like Toronto and the GTA.
Yeah. But the whole of Timmins is high 90s.
95.
But the problem is you gotta add substitute like population though.
And then
this is true.
Because next if you have like 3 people and 4 people, 4 people in the population, 3 people die, that's 75%.
Right.
To like 100.
Which is very true.
You know what I mean? You gotta check a skill, but at the same time, like you said, take time to do the research.
Yes.
Because if you hear the same thing happening, there's murder here. I mean, it's just those people.
No,
it happens on that side of the street. No. I was like, are you sure that was just last year? That was last year. No. Like my you're super, like not me, man. I do my research.
Because I want to revisit Brooklyn like soon, or not soon, hopefully soon. But like you don't think I'm watching those blogs of people living in Brooklyn or
talking about the woes and chos
and all
new guys.
you have to know,
right? And especially when you go to like certain parts in the States. I mean, obviously we're not the States, but like even in Canada, we have it too. It's just that it's more discreet. But
I remember I've seen people on Twitter in the States ask, "Hey, I'm going to Toronto. Where should I find a place to stay at?" And people in the chat are right in the comments, "You should try Jane and Finch, or you should try this place."
So...
Or I'm like, whoever is doing this, they're going to hell.
Like...
you know what? But this is a sad thing. This is so sad. Jane and Finch has the most beautiful, like Jane Strip altogether, has some of the most beautiful houses. Mm-hmm. The most beautiful for very affordable prices. And that's the thing. It's just so sad.
It's just
all the other stuff, all the other noise is sad. But the houses in that area,
the way I see it, like the way if the community has to somehow get together all these areas, because they might just call it the Jaff when gentrification comes.
No,
like gentrification is coming for certain places.
This is true.
Like
they're gonna push them out. They just like sometimes people don't realize, and which is it's sad, is they don't have to push you out if you're killing yourselves.
That's a
they
deep
don't
one.
have to. If you're dying, you're doing the work for them. If you're not raising your community and mans are killing each other, you're doing the work for them.
Mm-hmm.
Why does the KKK have to kill y'all when y'all killing yourselves?
You're doing yourself.
You don't even know how it started. You just affiliate with something and you shooting each other up.
That's a deeper question. That's a really deep question. Like you don't even know how it started.
Certain ends in areas that you don't own nothing on.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a whole different thing. I mean, I understand when blood is shed, but sometimes you got to think differently. Wow. Sometimes there has to be more to life than this. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'll say on that part. I'll behave myself.
That's some real talk.
That's some
There's way real more talk. I can say about it, but
I think that's a complexity though, for real. Like hands down, that's a complexity that needs to be worked on.
They will get you out.
Yeah.
As soon as they drop a Starbucks in there.
That's a maybe not Starbucks because they're kind of closing around Canada, but another store like a Tim Hortons, yeah.
Let me tell you,
no, Z, I'm telling
bro, I can't sleep with Tim Hortons. What are you talking about?
No.
Starbucks. I'm saying
they just be putting up a condo. What are you talking about?
No, but because I'm saying like, on like so okay, this is gonna get really Toronto for those who are listening, but like on like King and Queen, even certain areas in the city, obviously like Starbucks just doesn't survive there. If there's certain demographic there, they just pull that Starbucks out and be like, too bad.
I feel like
I know why.
Starbucks is the antichrist of gentrification. Like, that's the first thing that comes first. As much as I like, I like the smoothies, I like the frappuccinos. It is the antichrist of gentrification because it starts there.
It starts with Starbucks.
Coming in your neighborhood for their fraps because like this place is so dirty. Why do they call it this place? I just want my frap. I don't want to be assaulted at my frap. Get more cops in here. I like that park, but I can't go to that park. Get more cops at that park.
But you know what
like that
else?
building. That building should fix it up, and who cares they're living there? I want that part of the building. Let me call my dad, that knows this guy, that knows this guy.
Oh, that knows this
guy. That building.
Let me allegedly start a fire to push everybody out, and then they can't go back in the home for 9 months. Then just demolish it anyway, allegedly. But that kind of happened. That happened with a high school allegedly.
Let's say that I I got injured by one of these parks in the city, and instead of settling, I want you to fix up the park and guard the park so the people in the community can't go to that park.
Okay, we're talking
these
off camera.
These are all things from Starbucks?
No, but like
gentrification. Starting off.
Gentrification.
It's like
Wow.
It's certain things that happen. I'm not saying.
Record.
First off, Tim Hortons welcomes anybody in their stores.
I mean,
Starbucks doesn't.
yeah. There's
They don't.
You go into Starbucks with a do-rag, see if they don't look at you funny.
you know what? That's a checkmate. For all the times I've been to Starbucks, I've never seen one with a rag.
They asking for matcha. Okay.
They're not asking for a grande. What do you call it?
Think they're not asking for a caramel ripple. Thing. Yeah, might have whipped cream on their in our moldy.
I'm done with you.
What type of dog? You know what I mean? Oh, there's beer whipped cream in this, dog.
Why can't it just be whipped cream? Why does it have to come to that?
What's on matcha, bro?
Oh, let me cough. Oh, that's funny.
Can I get a large? Can I get a large?
A venti. Venti.
A large Fenty, dog. Who you call my Fenty, dog? Fenty's makeup, dog. Who you dealing with?
Yo, it's just. As soon as you said that, I had to sit back and like, wow, I've never seen.
A large coffee? You mean a grande?
Don't correct me.
A grande Arabica.
Don't correct me. You know what I'm saying.
And man's telling you, man's how to speak French, or you talking about grande?
It just.
I said I want a large still. We only serve tall, large, and tall. What's a tall be? This is not even tall be.
That's when they get the. That's when they call the. What's it they call it?
I don't like this safety here. Can I get an ice water?
They start calling it.
For our listeners, Katie is holding a light that is flashing blue and red right now.
You can cause a scene if you want to, but remember.
No, I'm not coming out here still. I wanted an ice water. Imagine they want to serve me an ice water.
This is true. They will not give you ice water.
Just be like
from the tap.
Wait, really?
Yeah. That is you have to meet a nice employee who will give you that.
Some will. They don't want to use their plastic cups on it. And they don't want to see a hood man rocking with the green straw.
Yo,
you guys have to see it. Like it's you know.
You brought that up, but now it's like they don't really venture.
You're saying that's gentrification?
It's a start.
It's yeah.
A low-key discrimination,
that's when
social discrimination.
The Starbucks is when they put the flag in the soil.
Just the mermaids flapping in the wind, and the camera zooms in. That's a start.
Like, I'll be damned. No hood man is gonna buy a scone.
I'm waiting for the reaction video now.
Which man is going in there to buy a scone?
Yo, every single one of them.
Spell scone.
Stop it. Stop.
You caught me there.
Cone?
No, not. It's like no, not a snow cone, a scone. You're like.
Mans are gonna go
scone?
there, looking at it. How much is this thermos? This thermos heats up your thing of that thing. How much is thermos? 200. What? 2 bills? Are you dumb, Doc? And the worst thing is, when hood mans are out, when mans are in the store, they will flame you in the store. Like, I am not serving this person. I will not serve. Yo, dog, I'm serving myself.
Hey, yo, like I said, you reach over that counter and reach over that counter if you want to. Oh, they'll call it fast on you. They'll call it fast on you. Reach over the counter if you want to. Don't do this, people. Don't do this.
It just doesn't work. Okay, it's just not the way to go. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm so speechless right now.
GTA just.
You trust me. You're doing that antics. You already started at 3 stars. 3 stars with the feds.
The only thing I thought of right off the bat was like, geez, man, these guys don't know how to complain and do like a customer service complaint. Like, geez, like this person.
They're gonna cuss you out in there. They will cuss you out.
Yo.
So Why did man just sit down? I just sat down and they turned off the Wi-Fi in here. They turned off the Wi-Fi. That's what starts the beef, you know. They turned off the
That's
Wi-Fi. You're not hi, you don't get to use our Wi-Fi unless you buy a cable.
you purchased something. That's facts.
yo. Okay, wait. I want to know if a scenario like that would happen in the future. Like
That's happened to me
already. That happened to me at Coffee Court.
really?
Yeah, that's happened to me.
That happened to me too.
I've never experienced it. Like I'm on
I
the.
was gonna get something.
Yeah.
I didn't want to lose my seat.
No, for me it was like just staying out of the hot. Just stood there in the lobby for 2 seconds, and they were like, "Ma'am, sorry, you can't stand here." And I was like, "I just need to cool down before I get in line." Like,
wow.
What?
And the man caught me as soon as I sat down. I put my bag down because I was going in to do my work. I was gonna buy something. And then the man already came. How can I get you something? I'm like, I just got here. I'm going to get something right now. In order to like stay here, you gotta eat. You gotta have something.
Whoa! Yeah, don't explain it to me. How dare you? I'll slap
Listen, I went in there and
I'll slap his hat sideways. How dare you explain to me?
I just bought like a tea or something. And I bought the cheapest thing. I was like, man, they're getting this. I'm gonna stay here for 2 hours.
What the French toast do you think this is?
This work.
I mean, explain me nothing.
Weird.
It's like pay to play.
No, I'll be like, don't explain anything. I came here to buy something. Then you're gonna interrupt me saying, well, you know, to use our services, you have to play. Shut the hell up.
And then I'm walking out with my bag, and the man's like, "Have a good day." In my head, I'm like, put a sock in it.
And he said, "Have a good day." Wow, he really wanted to get thrown over the counter, like just grabbed by the uniform and thrown over the counter.
Sometimes I wonder, I'm like, you really must love your job.
Smug.
When you don't own the franchise. I understand if you own the franchise, but you don't own the franchise.
Yo,
and you putting yourself in harm's way.
And you don't even own it.
Listen to me. If someone is cheesed,
Z, they don't even own it.
If somebody's cheesed at Tim Hortons and that person decides to go over the counter to get his own donuts, I'm not stopping them.
That's what I'm not paid enough to do that. Okay, speaking of Scarborough woman, sorry, but there was a Scarborough woman, allegedly. I mean, it's on video though, but I guess they're taking too long with her order, so she just hopped the counter. It's on the video too. She hopped the counter and was just making. She's like, "Nah, you're not gonna do this. Nah, you're gonna do this. I'm gonna do it." And she got arrested. Everything.
I thought you were talking about the woman that shot. Remember we talked about in the pod that took a dose in the Timbs, just dropped it right on the Timbs in the Timbs. Listen to me. I don't get paid enough. I don't get paid enough to deal with this type of thing. I don't get paid enough. I don't get paid enough for anybody to hop over the counter. I don't get paid enough for verbal abuse.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo.
If they said you fucked up my order, I didn't fuck your order. I'm working at the till. You gotta do anything right. I'm like, listen, sir.
What's the screaming for?
It's facts.
I want to tell you, dummy.
I see no lie.
Make your food.
Listen, sir.
Some people be hangry, man.
Order, or we're gonna have to throw hands because I'm not gonna make you come and disrespect. And that's why sometimes I'll be in the Tim Hortons and I'm watching the man disrespect the person. And
I'm just like, yo.
And I'm looking at the man. I'm like, are you dumb?
You're really playing with
slap you.
You're playing with your life.
I want to slap you for how you're dealing with the Timmy man person. That's why when you have to be God knows if the Timmy wasn't so open concept, what they'll be doing to your food.
Yo.
If it wasn't so open concept, you're disrespecting like that. I think that's the only thing that's saving your life right now.
Like,
because they can be hawking in your teas.
Getting the
calf bled it up.
Getting the COVID back there. Getting the COVID back there. And it's going hatwa.
They're donut anywhere. They're rubbing it anywhere. They drop it and kick it mid stride. You ever drop and then you kick it so it slides across the floor?
You try to pick it up and it kicks.
Yo,
that's some cartoon stuff right there.
They don't give a damn. They kick it and slide, hits the corners of the ice cap machine. You don't know what dropped there. Like, bro.
This is some random news too. I guess it relates because we're talking about the industry. But in the UK, the milkshake machine at McDonald's is over.
It's
You
under
cannot.
investigation.
It's under investigation because because they're like, yo, this is not making sense. Like, why is it
wait,
always
what?
down?
It's always down.
It's always down.
So
The
why is it
milkshake.
always
Oh, the
no
milkshake
the
thing.
ice
Yes.
cream machine? So they're doing investigations. Are you doing faulty machines? Is everybody getting a cut off of this?
Like, yo,
Doing
so
investigations.
In
like
the
always.
UK, I wonder if that's gonna be worldwide.
Fix the machines now. Fix them right.
Shout out to this person. I'm gonna say the first initial name, Jay. Where when they went to McDonald's to get a milkshake, I believe the same day hey man, his head was on the desk and his hand was on the stomach. He was out of here. And that goes to show you don't take a risk with a milkshake machine.
Honestly, that'd be the truth though, because that happened to me too.
No, listen, I don't touch the milkshake machine.
I don't do the milkshake at McDonald's.
I
It's
wanted
facts.
milkshakes and I did it the one time.
Learn my lesson.
They don't clean those properly, man.
Listen, I like the ice cream, which is fire. The ice cream is fire. I don't know if it's two different places, but I guess the ice cream was fire. But I had the milkshake the one time.
And that's it.
That's wow.
I still tried it before, but I remember the one time that I said, "Oh hell no!" You know when your stomach's hurting and it keeps you up at night.
Oh, jeez.
But nothing's happening yet.
But nothing's oh.
No,
nothing's happening.
I felt like somebody was like doing whole punches inside, from the inside out, just like.
Wow.
But yeah,
so go ahead. Thank you.
I had a couple of bad fast food moments. I remember the one time I was on the phone with my old lady, and you know how they have the Tim Hortons like now when you go to the drive-thru, they put it on a tray and they slide it out to you.
It's yeah.
That woman almost slid the whole tray into my lap, spilled the whole ice cap. I caught her as she did it. Like I caught her because I gave her the card and then she went. I think she turned her shoulder and that thing went rip, and I cut her like, "Hey!" my whole formal voice came, "Hey!" She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And then I remember the one time I took the ice cap. I remember I went back to the store. I think I went back to the store and asked for another ice cap because I had the ice cap. They gave me the ice cap. This is before the trays and COVID. They gave me the ice cap. I took it from the bottom. From the cup itself. They didn't push the top properly. So I'm driving. I put my straw on my ice cap. I lift it up from the top so I can grab it like a cup because in the cup holder, lift it from the top, crush the top, ice cap fly everywhere. I'm cussing holy bad word. My whole hand full of ice cap. You know when things spilled, you just
you stop.
You grab harder. You grab harder. Like if something's spilling, you try to stop it. But like I crushed the cup. Like God damn it! Like I turned into a countryman in a wild. God damn it! What is happening to me? Like I remember my outburst was not words.
You're just like yeah.
Oh my goodness. Back to that Timmy's, I said, listen, I spilled my ice cap. What? You spilled the ice cap? You guys didn't cover the top, but I spilled the ice cap.
And it made you, and it said, okay, just take another one. See?
And even those fountain drink machines, I've seen a fly in a fountain drink. I don't want to look what I drink. I just want to drink in faith. Because I'm thirsty. And then my old lady, she showed me there's a fly in the drink. I said, ooh.
After it's drank halfway?
No, she didn't even drink it. She looked and she's like, because she got Sprite and I got Coke.
Oh.
And then she said, there's a fly in the drink.
Because you know the Coke, you're not seeing nothing, man.
And I want to believe there's nothing.
That's
the fact that she got the 7-Up, how do I know there's nothing in the Coke? You know what I mean? So we went back. And you know what's the problem? We went back in there and we said, "Can we get a bottle of drink because there's a fly in the Sprite?" They didn't even deny it. They just said, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Yo, okay, so another Timmy story for me. I was eating one of those wrapped
So
chicken things.
both your faces
I
like,
took
oh.
I took like a bite. Okay, took another bite. What the fuck, yo? So I open it up, dog. They disrespected me. They used like the old brown weird lettuce. It was all wet and soggy. Yo, I threw that
I
shit.
don't care what it. Listen,
Yo, some Timmy people don't give, because like I said, they don't get paid enough
yo,
to.
Oh.
I guess that doesn't mean give me bad lettuce, but like,
But at
like,
the end of the day, did I tell you to choose your job though? Did I tell you?
no, but maybe that's just what they do to survive. I remember
what?
one.
Wait,
Yo,
what?
like people
Hold
just
on.
that's the job they took. So it is what it is. Some people need money, but you know what I
Yo,
saw? Yo, I've seen someone do a Timmy's run, and they mash up the whole Timmy's run. I remember this. I remember they. I asked for a bagel belt. They disrespect me with a blackened bagel with
I did-
lettuce and tomato. I remember I chucked that. I said, "What is this, dog?" Like I flirted like a frisbee, bounced off the wall. I'm like, "What is this?" And then I've seen people get like upset, and I hate it. But that's why I don't do coffee runs for people or anything like that, because I've seen the outbursts of a man in the morning wanting his coffee, got it from the coffee run. He asked for a double double, and they gave him like triple cream,
Mm-hmm.
so his stomach's gonna hurt him all day.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what the hell is this? This is not the coffee I asked for. I said black. They gave me a damn wet. What is it? They gave me a damn Wayne Gretzky, which is basically, what is a Wayne Gretzky? 9 milk, 9 sugars.
what the what on earth?
That's a Wayne Gretzky for
That
a
sounds
boy,
nasty.
or a 4x4. 4 milk, 4 sugars.
Oh,
A 4 milk, 4 sugar.
A Wayne Gretzky 9 a night. The coffee comes cold.
okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
I no shout out to Gretzky. That's a nasty choice. It's like, I'm gonna shout out. But I'm like, nah.
It has to be related
Coffee
to him,
already,
obviously, but
Like,
coffee already runs me, let alone milk with the coffee. It's
hmm,
not fun.
that's funny. Is anyone in the
But, sh-
comments?
uh, but shout out
not
to the
tonight.
fast food people. We need you. Thank you for everything you've done.
You've proven
The
that
good
you are
ones. The good
essential.
ones.
The
The good
essential, yeah.
ones. You guys are essential.
Shout out to the
You guys
ladies that
are essential.
when you
Right?
go to a Caribbean restaurant, they add that extra piece of chicken.
And the gravy. Ooh,
And the gravy, yeah. Shout out to you
Yeah.
guys.
for the
God
sauce.
bless
Yeah.
the woman. God bless the woman that gives you oxtail gravy, and they don't look if they throw a little piece of oxtail in your oxtail
Oh,
gravy.
that should
And
be.
you deserve a Nobel Peace Prize
That's
for
yo.
social. Well, I don't know, humanitarianism.
Bro, hospitality. Definitely hospitality.
Hospitality.
Oh yeah.
Hospitality. You, you've changed our lives. You have changed the game. Okay, shout out to them.
So hold on. I remember one restaurant though. Jerk King. Apparently it runs belly. It didn't run mine, so it's good to me. But I was going to I was going to a restaurant, and like the Chinese people in there. Wait, they're not Chinese. Wrong Asian. Sorry, there were Filipinos in there. As I was getting my order and everything, sometimes some of the women, they'll throw extra chicken in, right? No charge. Keep that in mind.
Mhm.
So one day the same routine was happening. Like the line was packed. I'm getting extra chicken. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna. Da, 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 da. And then I think one of the managers kind of looked. He said, "Oh, I went for extra chicken. All right, this is the new price." I'm like, I didn't pay for that." And then he's like, "You didn't ask for extra chicken?" I was like, "Hey, she kind of." I don't want to tell on her, but I'm like, "Hey, she kind of." And then they were speaking in I forgot what the language is, but they were speaking in the language.
Tagalog.
And then he just went, and they just let me pay regular. And I have not seen her since that day. So if you're out there somewhere, I'm sorry,
Oh my
baby.
god.
It was either you or me, and it was easier if it was me than you. I'm sorry. I can't pay the extra $2. No, $2.50 for extra piece of chicken. Sorry, no, I can't do that.
Yo,
Like I said, I couldn't afford the extra $2, but I'm sorry, you had to just lose the 15 an hour.
15. I'm not sure you got a new job or, but I've seen. I've seen her. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry.
And I'm gonna say this. If there's anything you should not get at a Caribbean restaurant, it's oxtail, because sometimes that's a gamble, because you might end up with bare oxtail bones and bare gravy.
Facts and fat.
And fat, yeah. Fat.
And then you think they get an oxtail, it looks good because it's smothered in gravy. And this is bare bone, dog.
That's yeah.
You gotta look good.
It has to look good, yeah.
Especially when you have to put, you know what they have to do? They have to put it on the spoon and shake it. Shake the oxtail, the gravy off. And if you see the stick and you see the bone around it, the meat around it, that's one piece. And then you gotta work and look. But it doesn't, for me, I don't think it's I don't even think it's even worth it, to be honest. Because you have a bed of rice.
A big bed, yeah.
It's like having a bed with 2 little pillows.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And the oxtail gravy is the blanket.
All right.
You still have a whole bed to cover.
You're saying you want your oxtails covered like this. Hold on, I got you.
I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want, because I don't know the portion. I like the portions that I get at home, and I'm not gonna pay like $24 for a large.
20. Jeez.
Yeah, it's expensive now.
With
$20 to $25 you can expect to pay for it.
Remember, 10 years ago or 15 years ago, patty was $1.
Straight dollar, yeah. Straight dollar, yeah.
Here's the thing, though.
No more, no less.
Here's the thing. Even in those 10 years, up to now, I still cannot sit down at these damn Caribbean stores, restaurants.
Yo, G, we're not gonna do this now. We're gonna.
But those prices, $25 for a plate, and I still can't sit down and eat at the table.
Would you want to sit down and eat at the table? Would you really want to do that? Do you really want to sit down? Do you really?
Yes, I would like to. I would like to one day not have to stand in front of the bulletproof glass. Okay, that's how I feel.
What piece will you have?
See, this is what James' plate should look like. So, you see how there's a good 7-piece. There's at least good 7 pieces in there. That is a good meal. That is a good Friday night.
I don't know, man. But shout out to everybody that's treating people right with the hospitality.
Of course, yeah.
Cleaning your pots and pans, cleaning your machines.
Facts.
Shout out to the pizza places, because they say pizzas are actually not the healthiest, but actually the safest food to get overnight.
Yeah.
When you put it back in the stove at like 300 or 4,400 degrees or something like that,
okay. It
actually kills all the germs.
Okay. It's because there's 3,000.
300.
Okay.
350. You know yes.
So, yeah, that's what I was told. Shout out to certain places when the food runs out. As much as I could be upset, I understand. And
look, you know what? I'm gonna stop. I was gonna go in, but I'm gonna behave for this Sunday. But no, I can't. I can't hold back.
We can't critique all this. What's going on?
All I'm gonna say is, if it's a Friday night, end of the week, and people are hungry, you know, like you can't run out of the main dish. You can't run out of the bed.
Oh my God!
When you run out of
the gospel.
When you run out of when you run out of,
oh my gosh! It doesn't make any sense.
When you run out of rice, like there's no rice for the rest of the day. When
You're
no,
not making no more pepperoni slices
or pepperoni slices.
Or cheese.
Cheese is the basic one. It's just bread.
That's cheese and bread, dog.
It's just cheese and bread. Like
no, that would cheese me. You have a 2 for $5 special, and I can't even get a 2 for $5. I don't want Veggie Delight.
No, I'll take it. I'll take a veggie.
You sit there with the veg. I'm not taking no damn veg. That's not even a part of the freaking 2 for $5. And it's veg.
Facts.
And it's veg.
Veg is cool to me. Like I like it.
I feel like I'm disrespected when I have okay, I'm not gonna say disrespected. I feel like I'm a little bit slighted. I'm a little bit slighted. That's why sometimes it's like, can we get 2 pizzas? It's like, no, can we just have just green pepper? I'm like, because my old lady vegetarian, which I don't mind because I love her. But
okay.
sometimes I'm like, ooh, I want the pepperoni on my pizza. Which is fine.
Gotta
But
give.
God, I'll be like, woo. But I'm not gonna lie, green peppers on a pizza is good.
It's good. It's
good. No,
classic.
I like green peppers.
Mushrooms, red peppers.
The deluxe is actually, I'd put that over pepperoni. Deluxe, yeah.
But it's expensive. Like, man,
for
me,
it is.
You're right though. You're right though. You are right, Delpesh. The basics should always be there. You never hear McDonald's say they run out of fries?
I like to step into a McDonald's and they tell me that we don't have fries left. What do you know? Fries left?
We ran out of fries.
You ran out of fries?
I remember one time I went to one and they ran out of the Big Mac burger buns, so they put on McChicken burger buns.
Oh yeah, they are. Wait.
Sorry.
I didn't. You just realized they're 2 different buns.
Yo, they are.
The man just all the calculations is floating in his mind, like, huh.
It is different.
Their size different, yeah. Yeah.
I'm thinking, wait, is size different as like the bread's more loose and the patty's more in?
One has sesame and one has nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Mind is blown.
Yo, I'd even
take it in.
Wow.
Even just the size as well. Like if you got a quarter pounder versus a Big Mac.
And Big Mac has 3 breads.
Mm-hmm.
It's 3 bread, yeah. Or you have the double Mac, which is like some weird, or the extra Big Mac, whatever the hell they call
Harvey
it.
has their own Big Mac, eh? They call it the Big Harv.
The who?
Big Harv.
Harvey's.
The Big Harv. It's basically the Big Harv.
He's like, I do not care about Harvey.
It's the same as Wendy's. Like, oh.
Wait, whoa. Okay, see now.
Well, Wendy's boycotting. They support Trump.
I can't do Wendy's. I could do their lemonade. Nothing else.
Really?
Take it out.
That lemonade gives me heartburn.
I don't think lemons are supposed to do that, but
yeah. But
I hear you're just like.
I think we gotta wrap this up, though. We gotta wrap this up. Yeah, we running for 2 hours. I didn't even realize. Yeah.
Got a good miscellaneous episode.
Nerdsy, you got anything to say?
Definitely check out my YouTube channel. Going on with all the vlogs. Expect 2 videos this week. So one of them is going to be a follow-up of my beauty category. And on top of it, definitely check out the short that I did a brand collaboration. Okay. So was working with a coffee brand and definitely check that short out. So I'm working with these brands now again. So I'm happy working at it. And then definitely check out or keep in touch or follow up or whatever. Stay tuned. That's a better word. Stay tuned for my book. I'm going to be publishing a book pretty soon. It's going to be with my photography in it. So it's going to be pretty awesome. And I definitely have a title now. So it's going to be called 50 Shades or 50 Pages of Sugar. That's what it's called.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, 50 pages of sugar.
Pages of sugar. Jeez. Okay. Delpesh, what you have going on?
What? That's a good question. Because besides, like, it's like I blanked out. Like I I don't know. This is maybe the first episode where I was like, I don't know what I have going on. Oh no. Nick, do you?
Okay, all right. I'll go with my.
I
Okay,
have
well,
no idea.
you guys follow me on Twitch, at Lou Pistols.
Mm.
Follow the Blizzard Boys. It called Pod out. Oh, announcement. I might not be streaming. I'm gonna be streaming on Twitch, but I'm gonna examine and test out YouTube gaming.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Nice.
I'm gonna try to start streaming on YouTube because not everybody has Twitch, and plus Twitch has some things they need to fix up on. I don't think they help with the community, especially these hate raids that are, you know, these hate raids that are happening where people are raiding people's channels, saying racist things and disrespecting people,
Oh,
and they're not they're not managing people's streams on that. They're not. I don't think they're doing the minimal on that,
Wow.
and they're going to like YouTube can't just make a streaming service that can change the game.
Mm.
But hey, I guess it's business. I guess it's I don't know, but I'm gonna test out YouTube and see how that goes.
Congrats.
Um, Multiple streamers already left Twitch and they're going to YouTube and they're going to Mixer and all these other things. So
Mm.
I might just test that out and give it a try over there.
Mm.
Yeah, that's about it.
if you saw me shocked a minute ago, I literally thought a duppy was be. I saw some duppy stuff happen, but it was literally just this light cutting off, and then the door like, because I no the
Oh,
door
really?
moved and I went, oh what? Did I catch it on camera? But it's not. It's just I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm jittery lately. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I'm anticipating.
You need to burn some essence, man.
I didn't even look at the timer. It's 2 hours, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, just follow me on Dylan Nigiro at least. DELNIGIRO. If you're asking me what I'm doing currently, I don't know. How about that? I don't know.
Catch me outside. How about that?
So that's basically. And no, I do not look Etherean. And no, I don't look Somalian. And no, I don't look Ethiopian. But thanks for the compliments. That's all. That's all.
If you have any questions or concerns, send it to askthevent@gmail.com.
Yes.
You're on Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, and any other streaming platforms. If we're not there, let us know and we will be there. Thank you guys for watching. This is The Vent, and we out. Peace.
Peace.